we're doing a home workout today. For props and equipment, I recommend wearing supportive running shoes. And I have some dumbbells. I have a lighter 4-pound for me and heavier 8-pound set of dumbbells, and I have a yoga mat that we'll pull out later. If you don't have any dumbbells or a mat, you can still do this workout without. As always, we start with a warm-up. So I'm just marching on the spot, getting my body ready to work out, bringing up my heart rate gradually and my breathing rate. We'll move our body and our joints in a few different directions to get warmed up. So just keep marching, roll the shoulders up and back. 2 more times. Nice tall spine. Keep marching your feet. 1 arm at a time is going to circle back. Open up the shoulders. Big circles. So just remember, always listen to your own body first. If any of the moves we're going to do today cause discomfort, don't feel right to you, just modify or skip the exercise. Let's do 1 more arm circle to each side. Back to your march. Arms out wide, cross in front and open your wings. Arm flaps. Just see if you can alternate which arm crosses over top when they come in front. So we want to start to feel like we're getting a little bit warmer. Couple more of these. Bring those arms down. We'll roll the shoulders 1 time. High knees. Lifting those knees up nice and high. Opposite arm, reach to the ceiling. You might also want to have some water handy. And you can have a sip of water anytime. We'll go 4, 3, 2, back to your march. And let's do some hip circles. So just 1 leg at a time. We're bringing our leg forward and then circling it back. You can have your hands on your hips. A little bit of balance here. And for any exercise that we do that challenges balance, you can always get close to a support and hang on. And then let's change direction with these hip circles. So bringing now the leg back and forward. Wake up hips. 1 more each side. Plant your feet just a little bit wider than hip width apart. We'll do some easy squats. We're still in our warm-up, so nothing too extreme for joints, just a little squat down and up. And in our squats, we're imagining there's a chair or a high stool behind us that we're going to sit on. We bring hips back and keeping my knees over top of my ankles. And if I had a logo on my shirt, you would be able to see it the whole time. So we're not bending that upper body too far forward, just with a neutral back coming forward enough to balance out. 1 more here. Nice work. So that was a really short little warm-up. If you want more of a warm-up, you could always pause and do a bit more. So let's get into the exercises. We're going to do some things body weight and some things with the dumbbells. And as I said, you could just hold on to any household items like a couple bottles of water, or do it without the dumbbells as well. So let's start again back to our squat. So some of these exercises are a substitute because we're not going to the gym right now. It's April 2020. And so if you like to do the leg press machine, squats are a substitute for that. So we're going to do body weight to start, hands on hips. And here we go again, imagining that chair behind me. My hips go back. I'm initiating this move at my hips. My knees are tracking over my ankles. You can see my imaginary logo, and then I come up tall. Let's do 10 of those. Inhale and exhale. I'll turn sideways so you can see what that looks like. Back is staying neutral. I'm not rounding forward. Squats work glutes and quads. Let's do a couple more. Nice, and then just shake everything out. We'll do a second set, and this time option for weights. And if you do have dumbbells at home, you decide what weight works for you. So I'm gonna grab my 8, so when I hold 2 8-pound dumbbells, that's just adding 16 pounds to my body weight exercise. And for this one, I'm just gonna hold them at my side. And here we go again, same move. Come to the depth that feels right for your joints. So if your joints feel great, you can come a little deeper into your squat. If knees in particular, or ankles or hips or anywhere in your body feels like it would be better to do a mini squat, go ahead and do that. The other modification is just to come down and hold and breathe as you hold. Let's do a couple more. Nice work. So since we have our dumbbells in our hand, we'll do another exercise with the dumbbells. Bring your feet close together. You may have your feet touching, or if that challenges your balance, you can have a bit more space between your feet. We're gonna sit back into chair pose. So again, hips back, imaginary chair. Keeping the chest lifted, keeping the back neutral, dumbbells at my side. I'm gonna do a row here. So elbows come up, I'm bringing my shoulders back, squeezing my shoulder blades, scapula together, and lower. Lift and lower. Inhale, exhale. I'll stand sideways so you can see what this looks like. Substitute to a row machine or a row cable. I'm going to do one more. And then I'm going to stand up tall. Put the weights down. We'll come back to those. Next we'll do a lunge. So we'll do one body weight lunge option, and then we'll do a lunge with the dumbbells. So lunge, I'm going to start with my right foot. I'm going to take a big step back. I'm landing on my toe of my back foot. So let me turn sideways so you can see this. So I've taken a big step back. I'm on my back toe, back heel is lifted. My front knee is bent over top of my ankle. And the knee is not moving inward or outward, it's directly over the ankle. Upper body nice and upright. Core engaged, so just when I say core engaged, we're thinking about those lower abdominals scooping in and up, extending the spine up to the ceiling. From here, we're gonna keep our feet planted as they are. I'm thinking about movement in the back leg. That back knee is gonna lower and straighten, lower and lift. Again, check in. How are your joints feeling? You could step back further or not so far. I'm always breathing. Inhale, exhale. Keep it going. Let's do 3 more. 3, 2, last one. Step it forward. So you might really feel those leg muscles firing up. And as you can see, you don't need a gym or a lot of equipment to get a good workout. Let's do the other leg. The left leg's gonna step back. Again, my knee is over my ankle. Of the front leg, I'm up on my back toe. And go ahead and lower and lift. So challenge here is I'm thinking about stability in this front leg. It's doing a lot of work stabilizing. Thinking about belly pulled in, tall spine. There is some balance involved here. So to help with your balance, you can focus on a spot on the floor or across the room. Again, you could also position yourself so you have a support beside you. Let's go a couple more. Step it forward and give everything a little shake. Some of my favorite exercises are compound exercises where we're working legs, arms, core, a number of body parts all at once. And that's what we're gonna do next, another lunge option. I'm gonna grab those 8-pound dumbbells. So we're going to incorporate a bicep curl. This is a step back lunge. I'm going to step back, lower that back knee, and then push off with power from the back foot. Before I step forward, I'm gonna do one bicep curl. So let's do all of that together. All right, right foot, step back, land in your lunge. Back knee lowers, bicep curl, push off, power, step forward. Same leg, right foot back, lower that knee, curl, and forward. For our strength exercises, we want to repeat what we're doing, same side. We want to feel our muscles fatiguing. That's how we build strength. So the idea is muscle fatigue. The idea is not joint pain. We're not working through discomfort. And again, you could be doing this just with your a light fist without the dumbbell. Let's do one more here. Nice work. All right, I'm gonna roll my shoulders one time, and then I'm gonna go ahead to the other leg. I have my palms facing forward. Other side, the left foot step back, lower that knee, curl. Let's turn sideways for a few. Step back, lower, curl, power forward. Step back, lower knee, bicep curl, and forward. So really think about pushing off the toes as you come forward. Always breathe. One more here. Nice work. And roll the shoulders. So I'm going to put down these 8-pound dumbbells. We're going to do a triceps dip. For that, you need a sturdy chair or bench or other surface. And the main thing is, hopefully my chair will be sturdy for me. The main thing is you don't want something that's going to slide away or tip. So what this one looks like is I'm going to sit to start on my surface, and my hands are on either side of my legs with fingertips forward. We're going to be working triceps. So the last exercise we worked biceps with our curl, so we're balancing that out now with this back of the arm muscle. Everyone likes a toned triceps muscle. So once I get into position, I'm also thinking about a little bit of core engagement, pulling my belly button slightly in and up. Tall spine, walk my feet forward, bring my body off of the chair, and then elbows go back and lift. Elbows back and how far down you're going. This is a great exercise for upper body and core. If you're out in a park and there's a bench, just hop on the bench, do a few tricep dips. I'll go 3 more. Nice work. A good example, again, how you can get a good workout with minimal equipment. All right, we're gonna stretch at the end, but let's just do a quick stretch for those triceps. So reaching one arm to the ceiling, bend your elbow, reach to your upper back. If you want, you can take the other hand and gently push your arm back, but we don't force our stretches. We just wanna feel like a nice stretch. I'm gonna have a breath here. I'll do my other arm. We'll do these again at the end. Sometimes it's nice just to have a little pause, stretch out those muscles. And bring that arm down. All right, I'm gonna grab my mat. Let's get down onto the mat. Again, if you don't have a yoga mat at home, you can do this on the carpet. Might not feel great on the floor. Tabletop position. So my hands are directly under my shoulders, shoulder width apart. My knees are directly under my hips. Belly's pulled in, core engaged. Right leg out behind me, toes pointing down. Left arm comes forward. Modifications are you could just do your leg or just your arm, or you can just bring your fingertips forward. You decide, have a breath. Hand down and knee down. Let's do the other side, left leg, right arm. So we're always doing opposite arm and leg. Hand down and knee down. Going back to right leg, left arm. And you can see that my head is in line with my spine. So I'm not letting my head drop and I'm not arching my neck. From here, I'm going to slowly bring my elbow and my knee towards each other under my body. As I pull my belly in, allow my back to round, head drops down, and then I extend, come back to neutral back. Elbow towards your knee, and extension. Keep that going. We're going to inhale on extension and exhale as we come in. Keep it going. Let's do a couple more. So your elbow and knee don't have to touch. They're just coming towards each other. Pause and extension, hand down, knee down. And then do any moves you want to do in between sides. You might want to sway back and forth, roll out that opposite wrist. And when you're ready, we'll do the other side, left leg, right arm, elbow toward the knee. Inhale and exhale. This is working our core, our back. And again, it's one of these exercises that's working a lot of parts of our body at the same time. We go nice and slow. Let's do one more together here. And finish an extension, hand down and knee down. If you want to take a child's pose, this is a nice time to let your hips fall back towards your heels. Reach your arms forward, let your forehead fall toward the mat. You can also stack hands under your forehead or let your arms come back. Let's have a couple breaths. one side. Let's do a little hip work here. So lying on the side of your body, you support your head in whatever way is comfortable for you. So you can either be up on your elbow like I am, or you can bring your head right down onto your arm. We're going to start with knees bent. So I brought my knees forward. My feet are approximately in line with my hips. My hips are stacked on top of each other. Still have a little bit of core engagement. I'm just going to lift and lower this top knee. So I'm keeping my hips stacked. I'm not letting my body roll back. So this isn't about how high can I lift my knee. We're trying to target. With our squats and lunges, we did a lot of gluteus maximus, and now we're getting into glute med, glute minimus, stability. Let's do one more. And then straighten both legs. Stay on your side here. Straighten your legs. We're going to flex that top foot so toes come up towards you. I'm hovering my top leg above my bottom leg, and then I'm just going to lift to the ceiling and lower. And I'm visualizing a string from my heel to the ceiling, pulling my leg up. So that's where I want to initiate the move. It's like my heel is lifting to the ceiling. Again, that'll help target these muscles. 2 and 1. Going over to the other side. And supporting your head in the way that's comfortable for you. Bending the knees, starting with that clamshell move. Feet in line with my hips, hips stacked. Go ahead and lift and lower that top knee. If you do these exercises, these sideline exercises regularly, you will notice an improvement to any knee issues or lower back issues. Let's do a couple more. Straighten the legs, flexing that top foot, lift and lower. Again, my toes are pointing forward the whole time. I'm not opening my hip by pointing my toes up to the ceiling. For 2 and 1. Nice work. I'm going to make my way back onto hands and knees. We're going to go into some stretches. This is the cool down portion. So just as important as our warm up is spending a few minutes allowing our body to come back to a slower heart rate, and also some nice stretches to our muscles. So as I mentioned before, with stretching, we don't want to push past the point where our body says that's enough. A stretch should feel gentle, it should feel nice, not discomfort at all. Having said all that, let's go back to hands and knees. And I can take my right leg out behind me. I'm going to land on my toes of that extended leg. And pushing through my hands, I'm pushing all the way through my body, and I'm pushing my heel back slightly. I'm going to feel this in my calf, into my ankle and my foot. And as I get into my cool down and stretching portion, I think about slowing my breath down, nice big breaths. Let's take a couple more breaths here. I'll bring that knee down, other leg out behind me, landing on toes. Again, pushing all the way through my body until my heel comes back a little bit. Big breaths. So another full breath. down. I'm gonna swing my feet forward. I'm gonna lie down on my back. We'll do a lovely twist here, bringing the arms out to the sides in a T with palms facing up. Right here, this is a gentle stretch to open the chest, the front of the shoulders. My knees are bent. I'm gonna have a little bit of engagement on my core, and then I'm gonna let both knees come over to the right. If you want, adjust your hips a bit more toward the left, stack your feet. Last option is to gently turn your head the opposite direction, so head to the left as my knees go to the right. Once I get in position, I just focus on breathing. Let's have another big breath. Slowly bringing my head to center, knees come to center. Have a breath in the middle, adjusting the body, and then let the knees fall to the left. Again, I'm going to stack my feet, adjust my hips. When I'm ready, I'll slowly turn my head to the right. And with these big breaths, I'm allowing my body to sink into the position. Especially with those long exhales, just allowing your body to melt down towards the floor. Let go. And have one more big breath. Slowly bringing head to center and knees to center. Rolling to one side. Come up to seated. So sit comfortably. You can sit cross-legged or legs out in front, or even come to standing or a chair. We'll do a couple more stretches here. So again, let's do that tricep stretch that we did earlier. One arm to the ceiling, bend the elbow, reach your arm back. Switching sides, I'll let this arm float down, other arm up, and reaching back. Flexibility is very individual, so that's why you really need to listen to your own body, and especially if you've been to group classes before, yoga or other classes, sometimes it can be challenging when you look around at other people. So just notice what your body wants to do. Bring that arm down. Let's clasp our hands above our head. Turn your palms to the ceiling. Extend the arms up to the ceiling. And then slowly let your extended arms come forward. And I'm going to let my chin fall to my chest. I'm going to let my shoulders come forward. Nice big stretch into the upper back, back of the neck. Big breath. Release the hands, let them float down to your side, lift the head. One arm up to the ceiling, side bend over. Just pause here, feeling that stretch, opening the rib cage, big breath. Back to center, other arm comes up, side bend over. Lifting back up. Let's finish with one big breath together. So we're gonna, as we inhale, our arms are gonna come out to the side. We're gonna reach up to the ceiling and exhale and let those arms float down. Roll the shoulder one time, up and back. Thank you so much for joining me. Have a wonderful day.